Okay guys, this video comes with a trigger warning. Don't say I didn't warn you. So we have been doing a lot of vet work this week, starting with Merrylegs, who was mustered in late last year. He is a tiny plucky stallion and was long overdue having his testicles removed. So he was first up on the vet books. He's Chloe 2.0's horse, and luckily castration went smoothly. And then we could just leave him in the paddock to wake up while we did Ransom. This is Ransom. Now, if you don't know Ransom's stories, he's a Kaimanawa. He came as a stallion last year, and he's Chloe 2.0's horse, the first horse she's ever owned. And he was a really tough, mature stallion when he arrived, and within a few days of arriving, he ran through a wooden fence and almost died. This is us getting him in the vet race so we could sedate him, and we had an amazing team of vets and everyone there that helped us get treatment to him and save his life. The wood ripped his neck open, missed his jugular by millimeters, and it was just a really, really horrific injury. This is him getting sewn up all those 9 months ago. And then Chloe 2.0 had the hard job of having a wild stallion that was injured and needed a lot of care that she still needed to tame. And she spent all winter winning his trust and working with him. You can see him here. And in October, she eventually got to the Kaimanawa Stallion Challenge, the Wild to Win Challenge. And it's really a story against all odds of them making it there. You can see him there, amazing at the competition, standing nice and quietly. And they actually ended up winning reserve champion at the Wild to Willing Stallion Challenge, which is a pretty amazing story, seeing as most of the time he was out with injury and couldn't do much training. Now, even though he's been amazing, that neck has never really healed properly. He's had continuous vet visits, more vet visits than all the other horses on the property combined, but something just wasn't adding up. And we suspected, despite all the scans, that there was something still left in his neck. So you can see he's under sedation here. The vet's just scanning him one more time. Even though we've checked his neck multiple times before over the last 9 months, nothing had ever shown up until this time. Boom. Straight away on the scanner, this showed up, a foreign body in his neck. So this is where it gets gory, guys. The vet figured out where the foreign body was, marked it, and now she's going to cut him open, and we're going to we did try and remove this lump. And so obviously we're doing this as a paddock surgery. There's no equine hospitals around in our area. So all of this kind of vet work happens in the paddock, and the whole team was on standby to help get this done. But there she is, cutting into his neck to try and locate that mass we saw on the scanner. I was vet assistant for the day, helping where needed. But it was pretty hard to find the lump, even though we could see it on the scanner, and we did have to go really, really deep. You can see there, it's a huge mass, and she's clamped onto it. It was a really, really big lump, deep in his neck, underneath the muscle. And we were actually out there for hours doing this surgery. It was definitely not as quick as it seems here, that we just sliced his neck open, found the lump, and pulled it out. No, it was really, really hard. You can see me gloved on, being my vet's assistant for the day. I really enjoyed being part of it. And there is the lump that we needed to remove. It is huge. And boop, there it goes. That is what had been in his neck the last 9 months. And that's a foreign body inside of it that his body had made a big essential cyst around deep in his neck. And it is why his neck had never healed properly and continued to have a little drainage hole in it all this time later. But we sewed up the muscle, sewed up the skin, gave it a good spray of antibiotic spray, and then we left him to wake up. There he is, slowly waking up. And then we went and chopped the lump open, and oh my god, look at this. There's a huge wood splinter, massive. That is what has been in his neck the whole time. It was what created that lump. There's Merrylegs watching on, all woken up from his surgery, and then it was time to do this little guy. Now this is the guy that had the wire injury. We decided while the vet was there that we'd knock him down, castrate him, have a good look in his neck, in his leg, and make sure that it was all healing well. And with the sedation, it was a really good chance to give it a very, very thorough clean and just make sure there was no hidden thing, especially in the back where the wire had been really deep in his leg. But the vet was super happy with it. It was super clean. You can already see the injury filling in and all that pink healthy tissue coming in. So really, really good outcome for our little horse with the wire injury. You can see us giving it a little bit of an antibiotic spray as well here after he'd been castrated. And yeah, super, super simple for him. He's got a great attitude. He's healing well. He's slowly putting on weight. There he is after surgery. And then the skinny mare, she got a blood test, and there she is after it, happily in the paddock. And our little wire injury boy feeling a bit drunk but waking up. Here's Ransom at the end of the day, looking not too worse for wear from his surgery, a little bit groggy. And there's Mary Legs, looking like it was another day at the office and nothing had changed in his day. The castration operation didn't even look to slow him down one bit. He's such a plucky little colt. Now here is that horse with the wire injury the next day. Walking so much better than when we found him a week ago. He's still skinny. He still needs a lot to look back to full health, but oh my gosh, is he walking amazing. If you didn't see the first video, this horse is a wild horse that people have spotted with wire in his legs. So here he is, how we found him just over a week ago. There he is dragging the wire in his leg, and you can see how much he is struggling to walk with that wire deep in his leg and dragging it. So this is what he was walking like just over a week ago. And again, here he is today, looking so much better. Again, a long way to go, but a really cool outcome. And guys, don't forget, we are a charity. A little bit goes a long way. So please donate and subscribe. It'll help all the horses in our care and keep us doing the work we do.